Welcome to The Real Deal. I'm your host, Kim Hollingshead, and I hope everybody is staying nice and cool due to this incredible heat wave that we've been having. The temperatures are like record level, but I definitely feel like we always have something like this every single year. It's wild. I had the personal privilege of being able to spend $20,000 on replacing my HVAC unit just a couple of weeks ago. So thank goodness it happened when temperatures were still in the 80s and not in the 90s. Thank you to the Lee Company for coming in and doing a fantastic job. Shout out to them. They really took amazing care of me. But on today's program, I want to tell you guys a little story, right? This is a real life story. And hopefully it's going to illustrate some of the things and concepts that we talk about here on the program. I want to paint this picture for you. So just imagine there's this Instagram couple and the husband, they're in their 40s. They've been in real estate for years. Husband is on all the podcasts and the radio shows, and he's got a Instagram following of hundreds of thousands of people. And he's on there telling everyone how amazing they are, showing pictures of them with their Lamborghinis and their Mercedes. And, they're flying around the country in a private jet. I mean, it sounds like a lot of real estate gurus that I know. And then they go online, bragging about how much money that they make and how many deals they're able to close in a single day. Just really annoying, obnoxious stuff. But he seems like he really knows what he's doing. This guy must be doing something right because he's making millions and millions of dollars every single year. And then not only that, but he gets people from his Instagram platform to invest money with him. And it's a proven fact. He's turning around proven profits of 20+% to people within just a few months. Like, who could possibly do that? Where else can you park your money for just a few months and get a return of 20% or more? Sounds amazing, right? Well, this is the Parker story. And this nightmare absolutely just went federal. Just about a month and a half or 2 months ago, they were arrested for federal wire fraud in a real estate Ponzi scheme. And unfortunately, I wish I could say that this is a very one-off, unique situation, but it's not. People get taken in real estate fraud schemes every single day. There are a multitude of different ways that these fraudsters like to go about it. But one of the most common ways is through this method that the Parkers are able to put together. Because of the size of their online platform, they were able to scam over 1,000 people out of their hard-earned money, and the average loss was over $10,000. That's the median loss. So who are these people? Let's dig into it. Our Parkers were Greg Big Business Parker. That should tell you everything that you need to know, that he calls himself Big Business with two Z's, business with 3 S's. Greg Big Business Parker and Danielle Nikki Parker. And they were both out of New Jersey and Philadelphia. I said Greg had a massive social media following. He had over 378,000 followers. And Nikki, she didn't fall behind. She had over 200,000 followers. That is insane. They claim to have a $40 million real estate empire that they built from absolutely nothing in North Philadelphia. And the image that they projected was one of absolute luxury and success. I mean, these are people who came from nothing and they made something of themselves. They had a private jet with a $24,000 a month lease. They had 11 brand new leased luxury cars that totaled around $19,754 a month. One of them was a Maybach and the other was a Lamborghini. Total is $2.3 million that they paid for their Fort Lauderdale home. And they took multiple trips. You know how these people are, all around the world, to the Bahamas, taking the whole family. I mean, you know the real deal. So they also offered their mentorship program, which was a $297 boot camp that also you could escalate into a $5,000 or a $10,000 VIP one-on-one mentorship program. This is going to sound a lot like other real estate gurus that you find online. I teach you everything I know for a low price of $59.95. But if you want to learn more, you can pay me $500. And if you really want to connect with me on a one-on-one, you can buy a VIP ticket to my real estate seminar, and that's only going to cost you $5,000. And if you want to spend time with me one-on-one in a private lunch, it'll only cost you $100,000. That's how these people are. You know, they have absolutely no scruples. They do not consider that their time is not worth $100,000 for a day or whatever, but they really just believe that they are so amazing, such incredible, superior versions of human beings that they should be allowed to market to their listening audience. Their time is that valuable, right? That to me is a huge, massive red flag. The other thing that they did is they opened up the Parker Family Community Learning Center, which is, you know, an amazing nonprofit organization through which I'm sure that they did not funnel a dime, right? Unfortunately, that nonprofit eventually went dark and nothing ever came of it. They conducted in-person seminars all the way across New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, including the Cleveland Hyatt Regency, and as late as May of 2022. But the thing that they didn't show online, I mean, here they are, a day in the life, and all of the amazing information that you can find of them online. They are such cool people, and just hearing the way that they talk about themselves and real estate, you know. But the thing that they did not show the listening audience on their social media platforms is that they had multiple personal and corporate bankruptcies, that their home was in foreclosure while they're raking in all of this cash. They were not making payments on their own personal residence. I mean, all the cars are leased, the plane is leased, nothing is real. This is very common in social media. So one of the reasons why we do this program is because I want to be the counter to that. I want to show you how all of this stuff online is so fake, and it's all just intended to get your money. None of these people actually want to help you make money. They see that you have it, they want it, they have no problem taking it from you. So you don't need it. The information that we provide here on The Real Deal is completely for free. I'm not going out there and trying to rack up $29.95 online programs. I'm not selling $5 ebooks. This is completely free information that we put on SuperTalk 99.7 WTN. Thank you to this amazing station for bringing this information to all of the loyal listeners. You guys are amazing and the smartest, and the reason is because you're developing your ear and your eye for the truth. I want you to know something. The real guys out there, I work with them. I work with men and women who have like real estate portfolios that are in the hundreds of millions of dollars. They are not in the tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. And they do not go online and floss that way. They don't have to tell everybody how amazing that they are. They don't have to show off their Porsche and their Mercedes and their private jet. They live very quiet lives, and they're just quietly building their real estate portfolio. Do you know why? You know why? Because they actually have something to lose. They actually have something to lose. They do not want to put all of their information out there so that somebody can pretend to be them, imposter their identity, and go and take out bank loans in their name. They do not want people to know all of the real estate investments that they have around town. They understand that there are predators out there who want what they have built. So they do take extreme measures to protect their portfolio, their personal and their private information from third parties. So these people, you're never going to see them online, okay? They're never going to be on a radio show saying, yo, dude, I close 3 deals every day for the last 3 years. They don't need to do that. They don't want to do that, okay? So that's a huge red flag whenever you see somebody like that online. You should know it's not real. Now, how did they convince these people to actually invest with them? This is where we're going to come back, and I'm going to teach you guys the pitch. So when you hear the pitch in the future, you go, nope, that sounds like baloney. Sounds like something else I heard one day. I'm not be parking my money with you people. So you're listening to The Real Deal on SuperTalk 99.7 WTN. Don't go anywhere. When we come right back, I'm going to pick this story back up by giving you the spiel.